Shalom. All praises go to the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Adawah Dash double honor unto the elder apostles, a great millstone for the teachings of the scriptures, among other things. Shalom to the sincere Akim across the world. Now, I uploaded a video 2 days ago and then 1 day ago, because today I'm going on my channel and I was going to make a video, but another video actually, but this comment caught my attention, so I made a video titled Andrew Tate Fights the Most High's Prophecy for Men and Women in USA. I don't think that he watched the video, but that doesn't matter, because I'm doing these videos for a few selected, just like the Lord said, go out there, whether they hear or whether they forbid, it don't matter, just go out there and do it. And the angels rejoice when one sinner, the angels rejoice in heaven when one sinner turns from his sinning, so even if it's just one person that I help, I'm still doing it, Lord willing. I keep on doing it with beauty of belief, right? So he said Andrew Tate is a Jake. Okay, cool, I know that. So is Julio Foolio and Tupac, but still you have our people talking smack about them, and fuck those niggas, the bitch ass niggas come with that gangbang nigga shit. Yeah, but they still Israelites though. But anyway, I have a point, because he says Andrew Tate is a Jake. Okay, the point of me mentioning him in this video is that he's trying to save America and save the caucus male, the Edomite, that live in America, in the world. Meanwhile, Yahweh said that he would make the mighty men of Babylon women. And what is Andrew Tate trying to do? He's trying to fix America, as he said it himself. Fix America. What's that video here? He's trying to fix America, right? Cool. So what is he trying to do? He's trying to fix America, but the Heavenly Father is destroying America. Going on. And modern day Babylon, right? Let me see women and modern day Babylon is America, and he is going to make the females be above men. That is what the Lord said that he would do. Now I'm gonna read these 3 scriptures that I got here. Now it says here, where is it here? No. Here. Now Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 37. This is what Andrew Tate is fighting. He wants the women to be back into the traditional role so that the Edomites can actually go back to strong nuclear families. I don't want that. And neither does the Heavenly Father. Because if that happens, then we would stay in America for even longer. I don't want that. I want America to die from within so that our people can be saved by the Heavenly Father. Salvation needs to come to the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negros, Latinos, and Indianos. A lot of people talking chitter about the occupation in Arab lands and stuff like that in Palestine and the Israelis and all that type of garbage. But the Native Americans have been occupied since 1492. The slave descendants in America have been occupied since 1619. Ain't nobody talking about that. Well, I don't want our people to be occupied. I want that land to be destroyed for the sins that they have committed against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and against the Israelites and against the rest of the world. And I want them to fall from within. That's what I want. Yeah? So that's why I said that he is against the Most High and the Most High is against him. Now it says here, and he is Islam, by the way, and he's a pimp. But anyway, Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 36. 50 verse 36. A sword is upon all the liars, Esau, and they shall dote. Basically, they're going to get destroyed, because dote goes into extreme, basically sweet, dote, Bible. Foolish. The foolishness, be silly. The foolishness is folly is set in great dignity in America right about now. Here, biblical definition. To be weakened, to be foolishly fond, because foolishness is set in great dignity right now. What is it again? Folly. Yeah, it's the same thing. Folly is set at great dignity. That's literally what's happening right now. So that's beautiful. The stupider they are, the harder they're gonna fall, because they have no idea that they're falling in a ditch that they dig for themselves. So the blind will lead the blind into a ditch, and both of them shall perish. A sword is upon her mighty men. Modern day Babylon is America. Modern day Nineveh is America. Modern day Assyrians is America. Modern day Egyptians is America. Anyway, going on. No, it's a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah is America. And they shall be dismayed. They're going to be dismayed. The Lord is going to make them dismayed. A sword is upon their horses, right? The power seats that they have, their vehicles and stuff like that, because America has the greatest army upon the planet Earth concerning weapons and stuff like that. And that is what their mighty men are using. Their mighty men are using these vehicles, right? Because if you have this vehicle inside tank, yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on around there, but yeah, this thing keeps on popping up. Lord willing, I'll fix it later. This, I don't know how to operate this. I don't know how to operate this. I don't know how to do that. So these mighty men know how to do it, because the modern day horses are their vehicles. That's why they call it horsepower, for example, when it comes to a car. Pilot. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on here. I don't know what the hell is going on. I wouldn't even know anything to save my life. I don't know what the hell is going on. You have them doing their thing, and this is of course a commercial flight. But what about the fighter flights and stuff like that? You know, those are the mighty men of Esau that are in these horses. Modern day horses are their vehicles, and upon their chariots, you know, as which are also their vehicles and stuff like that, right? And because they ain't going to war with no horses anymore, they're going to war with their weapons, and they're going to war with their military vehicles and stuff like that, and also the military airplane type vehicles. You know, it's not a vehicle actually. I think, you know, in these aircrafts, and upon all mingled people that are in the midst of her, which is definitely America and also Europe, of course. The Lord is said, a sword is upon them, all the mingled people in the midst of them. Because back in the days, believe it or not, when you had a city, you would have most of the time actually one people in that city. You wouldn't have. That's why when in Book of Acts chapter 2, when the Galileans started to speak all the other nations their languages, they was shocked. They was like, how the hell did, you know, when Paul started to speak Hebrew, everybody was quiet, like, whoa, he can speak Hebrew. When he started to speak Greek to the Roman soldier, he said like, what, can you speak Greek? What the hell? You know? Or was it Roman? Canst thou speak Greek? Acts. What am I doing here? Acts 21. Acts 21. Yeah, he asked Paul, "Can you speak Greek?" Who said, "Can thou speak Greek? Art thou not that Egyptian?" So he looked at him. He was like, "You an Egyptian," but Paul also could speak Hebrew tongue. He was a Benjamite actually from Tarsus. But anyway, I don't want to focus on that. The point is that back in the days, you had a lot of people being before the Romans, because the Roman Empire was diverse from all other empires in existence, because all other empires in existence ruled by monarchy, by families and stuff like that. It was the Edomites that started the so-called democracy by voting people in that have nothing to do with the family. But now democracy is a joke, because it's still a rich family that rules the planet Earth. You know, but they set up other people to do their will with other last names, surnames and stuff like that. Sometimes they change their names, but they make other people also so-called rule underneath them, so that you see their faces and not them. You know, Rothschild, DuPont, Gettys, Rockefellers and stuff like that. They're the rulers of this planet Earth, the family of Esau. And they shall become women. So the mighty men, yeah, are going to become women. A sword is upon her treasures. They're going to be robbed, and they shall be robbed. I can't wait to go to, let me see, here. I can't wait to have these things of them, because America is going to be exterminated. The whole land is going to be flattened. But these other places, we're going to take that because the Lord said so. Because He said so. Because He said it right here. That's one place. And also, He said it right here in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 10. And it shall be, when Yahweh thy power shall have brought thee into the land which He sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give thee great and goodly cities, which thou buildest not, and houses full of good things, which thou fillest not, and wells digged, which thou diggest not, vineyards and olive trees, which thou planted not, when thou shalt have eaten and be full. Anyway, so we're gonna get that. Just like how we planted and they took, just like that song from Bob Marley, we planted and they took. And by the way, that's in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, what Marley was singing. But anyway, we planted, they ate off of it. We built, they lived in the houses and stuff like that, So that's gonna happen to them. Jeremiah, and it's happening to them right now, but Andrew Tate is trying to lift them back up by teaching them how to be a man and all that there. Where's their father? Good. Just like how our fathers was taken out the house but with the curses, they're now under the curses, and their fathers are not in the house to teach them how to be a man. So they need this dude from wherever the hell he comes from to teach them how to be a man. F that. He needs to fall, because if America falls, he's going to fall with all his money and his pride that he has in his spirit. He's going to fall too. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh had created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. What is he trying to do? He's trying to get the women back underneath the caucus male, because that's who he's catering to. If you look at his... Look, let me give you an example. Jimi Hendrix. Who Made Him Rich concert. Well, what's the concert name again? I forgot the name. It's a very famous name. I forgot it. Shit. What was it again? It wasn't Rochester. It was a very famous name. Damn, I always forget this name because I don't really often look it up. Anyway, this whole place. Why are they showing black and white? This place. Well, I forgot the name. Yeah, these devils, they don't want to give me the color one, the one with color. But what I'm trying to show you is that, wait, this one. Okay, basically, I don't know if it wasn't Stockholm. Anyway, let me leave it at that because it's kind of irritating. Woodstock. See, I said Stockholm, but I know Woodstock. Yeah, whatever, man. Anyway, you see this here? That's hundreds of, I don't even know, but that's thousands of caucus people. So, who basically buys, who made him rich, do you think? The caucus people made him rich because they buy his stuff. Same thing with a lot of these rappers, with a lot of these celebrities of our people. They make you rich because they buy your stuff. First and foremost, even in the time of James Brown, our people didn't have money like how the caucus people had money. So who made James Brown rich? All the concerts, all the places where he went, there was them. They was buying your stuff and making you rich. Here, Woodstock, here. This is what Jimi Hendrix was doing. This is why you see why they want to control celebrities. Because no politician can do this. Politicians can't do this, right? So if you control the celebrities, basically you already got a lot of influence upon certain type of people, and then you let them push your products, and that's how you basically sell stuff. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. The point is that Who is following him? The caucus male. And then who is he trying to make back into men? And who is he trying to make back into women? Them. He's trying to fix them. You see, what you call this guy again? Man, I forgot his name. Oh, okay. And no. I forgot his name, man. He's doing the same thing like Kevin Samuels. Yeah, Kevin Samuels. He was doing it for Jake, but still, the other nations were learning off of him also. So, I believe the Most High took him out. I know something happened, But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. Now go back to here. Isaiah chapter, the Most High takes the good away. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 1 on down. Don't think that the apostles all got murdered and everybody was laughing at them like, look at them, and the prophets. But they got taken away before the basically hell upon the planet Earth came. So it's messed up that he left, especially in that mannerism, but still he's better off now. Believe me, he is. If you believe in the scriptures, then you would believe he's in paradise. Just like Samuel said to Saul, here, he told Saul, you're going to be with me here at rest in paradise. Just like Yahushua said it also. You're going to be with me in paradise. When Yahushua was on the cross, he told the guy, you're going to be with me in paradise. And Samuel said that to Saul, he said, you're going to be where I am right here. That shows you that when you kill yourself, you're not going to hell, because Saul killed himself. Because a lot of people in the churches teach that suicide is a thing to hell. But the Lord did say, seek not death in the error of thy ways, in the Apocrypha. He did say that, but if you do it, which you shouldn't be doing, but if you do it, then but still, you're still going to go to the same place where Samuel was. And yeah, Samuel did good in his life, and he died in good standard with the Lord. So and Saul didn't die in good standard with the Lord, but still Samuel told him, you're going to be with me tomorrow. So that shows you that he still went to the same place as Samuel did. But anyway, Hosea chapter 4 verse 12, my people ask counsel at their stock, which is a statue of wood, and their staff declared it unto them. For the spirit of whoredoms hath caused them to err, and they have gone a whoring from under their power, Yahweh. They went to other gods. They sacrifice upon top of the on the top of the mountains, and burn incense upon the hills, on the oaks and poplars and elms, which is also what the Edomites do in Bohemian Grove. They go into the forest, these are woods, because the shadow thereof is good. Therefore, your daughter, because you did all these things, therefore your daughters shall commit whoredom, and your spouses will commit adultery. That's why it's beautiful when you see their females on the OnlyFans type tip, which he is a contributor to, because he's a pimp. He has like 75, he started out with 75 women. 75 or 76. He started out with, let me see, he started out making $600,000, 75 women. Right. And I have seen females on OnlyFans, well, I have seen on YouTube, that they said that one girl said, I don't know how I got 80,000 guys paying me $10 a month. That's what she said. 80,000 guys, $10 a month. She has 80,000 I saw here platform. Then I said it. I mean, she has 80,000 subscribers. That's beautiful. Because what they're doing is they're turning into prostitutes. All individual, not 100% of them, not 100% of them, but a vast majority. And they're getting intrigued even more by seeing great numbers like this. But anyway, this guy is a pimp. And he has more than 75 women now. They flock into him because they see that money and that status and that lifestyle. Anyway, and your spouses shall commit adultery. Beautiful. And the Lord said this concerning all those things. He said this, Deuteronomy 30:7. And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So they're getting it now, which is beautiful. Beautiful to see. But he doesn't want to see that because he wants to fix America. What he's actually saying, make America great again. Great for who? Well, not for us. Because if they get back into rulership, which they won't, they're going to actually be able to prolong their nonsense upon us because their family unit will be strong. And then therefore, they're not going to be rogues, individuals that are fighting for their own cause. That's exactly what the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel are doing right now. That's why we ain't getting together, because everyone is looking out for himself. A nation like that will never stand, because this one has high morals and standards. This one doesn't. He's a low beast. He would sell his mother for some money or for some crack or whatever. And the other one be like, nah, I ain't doing that. Well, these two people cannot coexist with each other. You need to have both of them have the same mentality. Can two walk together except they be agreed? No, they cannot. And the nation of Israel is not agreeing with one another. Some love Caesar Borgia, some don't. Some say, yeah, it doesn't matter what color you have and stuff like that, what color the Lord has. And some are, no, it does matter, because if it doesn't matter, why do you have a problem with him being a dark-skinned man? Amos chapter 3, verse 3, can two walk together except they be agreed? No, they cannot. You won't have a crackhead that's always looking out to flex his lungs with some smoking, and then his friend would be a guy that's always trying to look out to flex his lung with running and doing push-ups and pull-ups and hitting the gym and stuff like that. They can't be friends. He can say hello to you from time to time and stuff like that, but he's not going to be rolling with you like how he would roll with a person that is in the same gym as him, same lifestyle as him. People flock together. Birds of the same feather flock together, something like that. But anyway, going on back to over here. Now it says here, so because we didn't do that as a nation, the Lord cursed us and punished us. Because we are not a cursed people, we are under curses, as in the book of Daniel chapter 9 says so. We are not a cursed people, we are under curses. The Edomites are the cursed people. Daniel 9 and 11. And all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by the pardon, that they might not obey thy voice, which are the prophets. The voice of the Lord are the prophets. Therefore, the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Heavenly Father, in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, because we have sinned against him. Right. So, the curse is poured out upon us. But the people of his curse are the Edomites. Isaiah 34 and 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Now you might say it said and upon the people of my curse. So it's Idumea, Edom. Yeah, they changed the word. Edom and the people of his curse. No, it's Old English. So it's the same people. Right. So, therefore your daughters shall commit whoredom and your spouses shall commit adultery. Now it says here, let me see. Look, this is beautiful when you see this. Denise Richards slams for OnlyFans collaboration, basically collaboration with her 19-year-old daughter. And this daughter also now put in fake tits. She put fake breasts because she has small breasts by nature. And then now she got fake tits and stuff like that. Let me see. I don't even know her name anymore. What's her name again? Oh yeah, Sammy Sheen, right? Sammy Sheen. How you say that once again? Implants, I should have said. Here. Debuts her stunning new figure after plastic surgery, right? So she went and put on fake tits and stuff. It's fucking beautiful. The fact that you can see them getting destroyed is just a laughable. It's blessed is he that seeth the fall of his enemy. The book of Sirach 25 verse 7. It's beautiful to see it because they're laughing when we fall. They're laughing when the Bloods and Crips, for example, kill each other and all that type of crazy stuff. Now I'm laughing because I see them fighting amongst each other, and the Lord is not going to turn that wrath away from them. He's slowly turning it up like fire, slowly turning it up until it's burnt to a crisp. After 1,000 years, it's going to be disintegrated because Esau is going to be here no more, right? Verse 14, I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery. Back in the days, if they did that, some I don't know, some a tree would fall on them or something like that, or some beast would come out the woods and man slaughter them. Because it says that if a priest, his daughter was to be a harlot, a whore, prostitute, or put him to shame, or slutterine, you know what I'm saying, not even taking money, just spreading legs, spread eagle for every man that came around. If they would find her, they would stone her to death and burn her with fire. So, but nowadays they're not getting punished for the things that they are doing. Same thing with the Edomites. They're not getting punished. Back in the days here in the Netherlands, you had them Arabs that had the Turkish people also. They had, what you call it again, honor killings. If they was hanging around Jake men, they'd die. They would bring them to Turkey or Morocco. They would butcher the shit out of them. They would kill them. And they would even kill them here too in the Netherlands. If they would be slutterines, even with their own race, you know what I'm saying, with a Turkish guy, with a Turkish female, if she was be a slutterine with him, you know, having multiple Turkish dudes, if they found out, they would kill him. I haven't heard of honor killing in a long time because Esau started cracking down on them and stuff like that. But when you go outside of the Netherlands, like in Sweden and stuff like that, where they fresh out of the boats, you can say, you know, fresh first generation so-called migration, they kill them. You know, so they're doing it. But once you're around the Edomites and stuff like that, they're starting to soften up. When they start growing up around them, they start softening up, and you know that's another story. But going on, the Edomites are now under that beautiful system that where their daughters are basically whores and their spouses commit adultery. For themselves are separated with whores, and they sacrifice with harlots because people wanted to go and worship other gods. Not wanted, they did it. Not just wanted, they did it. Therefore, the people doth not understand. Sorry. Therefore, the people that doth not understand shall fall. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So once you understand what he is doing, then you will know, like, oh, okay, now I know not supposed to think like that. You're supposed to flee from Babylon. Get your mind out of their butthole, basically. Get your head out of their mindset, because they're westernizing you. Basically what you're doing is you want to prolong their life cycle, which is not going to happen. But I'm trying to tell you what you're doing. Actually, it's not that. Not only you, by the way. This is not a video for an individual. If you look at my video, I was actually talking about people like you, actually. You know, and also a few videos before this, I also mentioned it, like, you have our people that look at Tupac, and now that I know about Julio, and they gonna hate them, you know, they be fuck those niggas, you know what I'm saying, fuck. But then we see a wicked Jake that has an Edomite mother or a Chinese mother, or he was born in China and maybe 3 generations later he now looks Chinese, but his great grandfather is, like, for example, this one. Great Blake Griffin parents, right? So, for example, this one over here. So his father is a dark-skinned man from Haiti, of course. Mother is a Caucasus female with brown hair, orange-ish hair, right? Brownish, orange. And then, you know, making children and stuff like that. And then now Blake Griffin, son, and his brother also. See his brother. I don't know if you see his brother here. Anyway, his brother also has a bunch of Caucasus kids. Well, a female with a blonde hair, yellow-haired female. But yeah, if this guy was to go find himself another yellow-haired chick, right, and make children, they would not look like their great grandfather, right? His children will not look like his great grandfather if he was to go get a Caucasus female with yellow hair. Those kids are gonna look like some bunch of Caucasus kids. Those kids are Israelite, yes, but still the point is that he shouldn't be glorified just because his great grandfather is an Israelite. Just like how Julio Foolio is not glorified because his father is an Israelite and he looked like a so-called black man. Right? But I have a point to that, because that's what's happening. What's happening right now is just because Andrew Tate is an Israelite and his father is an Israelite, now you're looking past all the shit that he's saying and doing. For example, here, what is he tweeting? Juneteenth is, by the way, Juneteenth. What is that? Okay. A holiday commemorating the end of slavery in the United States. It actually goes a little bit deeper than that because it says here on June 19, 1865, nearly 2 years after Abraham Lincoln so-called emancipated. And by the way, emancipate means to translate. It doesn't mean you're free. Emancipate means to transfer as property. So you went from being a private slave from the private individual people that owned you to now a corporate slave, which is the government. Now, after that, you're going to get this social security number, which makes you a prisoner in that land. You can't leave that land because you need now a card, visa, you need a passport, you need identity things and stuff like that. You're being counted, registered, and all that, which are things that we are not supposed to be doing as Israelites, but we are under captivity because of the punishment from the Lord. So that's another thing, but it's still not an excuse because he knows the scriptures. So the ones that know better should do better, but he's a devil, so he's not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's what emancipation means. It doesn't mean free. It means to transfer as property from one owner to the other. So we went from private slaves, from the private individual families that owned us, to the government that now owns us, and now they can tax us and make money off of us because here they couldn't do that. Anyway, enslaved Israelites in America. Israelite Union troops arrived in Galveston Bay, Texas with news of freedom. More than 250 Israelites in America embraced freedom by executive decree in what became known as Juneteenth. But the thing is this. Now, I had a Jake from America explain it to me far better. He said that 2 years after they was freed by Lincoln, they went over there in Texas and they still saw them as slaves, working as slaves. And then they said, yo, you're free. What are you doing? Fuck the master. Oh, so I don't know about that, yo. I don't want to see that, cause man gonna hear us, he gonna hear, don't be cussing on the man, something like that. So, and from that day, they started to celebrate that day on, I think, June 19th, but they call it June 10th, something like that, Juneteenth. Right. So that's the little background story about that. I didn't know about that, by the way. I only know about the one in Suriname, but I'm learning every day, so that's doper than a sack of Yola holder. Learning every day, that's dope to me. Right. So basically he said Juneteenth isn't a real holiday, is a ratchet nigger bullshit. So that's what he fucking said right there. But you have to, he's Jake, dude, fuck yourself with that bullshit. Because this guy even said, like, listen, you ain't really white. And you ain't really white. So you spewing self-deprecation, anti-black troll babble to earn brownie points with the cave monkey supremacists will never bring you closer to genetic cave monkey. You're never going to be an Edomite. And he knows that. But the beauty of what I find is that every time he looks in the mirror, he fucking hates himself. I love people that actually hate dark-skinned people and so-called Negroes, but they themselves are so-called mixed up, or they are dark themselves, like a bunch of Uncle Ruckus and stuff like that, whether it be light brown, light skin, brown, or even dark skin, because those house Negroes exist also. So it's not something new, my man. This is very old. But the fact that I want people like that to live is to know that every time they suffer for being what they are and what they want to be, and not what they want to be, which is they want to be a caucus, but they're not. But they're riding off of the train. Yes, they are, because they get the blessings that comes with the having Jake genetics, which is basically athleticism. You are able to do certain things, better than other nations and stuff like that. And yeah, they glorify themselves in that, but they hate you. But anyway, going on to over here. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. This is actually talking about when you give a dowry, when somebody comes and asks the hand of your daughter, you shouldn't give it to the highest bidder. Like, this guy has $1,000,000 to offer for your daughter, but this guy has only $1,000 to his name. But this guy is a demon, a disrespectful piece of feces that's gonna do some filthy stuff with your daughter, put her on OnlyFans and whatever, man, whatever. Just do stuff with her. And this man is an honorable man. You're gonna ask him like, so what's your family name? What do you do? What's your occupation? Well, I'm not really on a working type tip right now, but I'm working toward it. And so what's your family name? Such and such. Oh yeah, I heard about that family. It's a very great family, a good name. I never heard no wickedness about them. I lived my whole life around them. My parents lived around them. My great grandparents lived around them. So we know these people to be honorable people. They fear the Lord, and I want God-fearing people in my family. Okay, so I'll welcome you in my family then. With that $1,000 that you have here, take this and take the hand of my daughter and give the dowry and stuff like that. But this guy needs to go kill himself with his million and stuff like that, because he's a demon. So that's what this is actually really talking about. But you can also apply it to now. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore. How do you cause your daughter to be a whore without selling her to the highest bidder? Well, you create a site like OnlyFans. Those are the daughters of the Caucasus race, and those females are the future mothers of the Caucasus race, of the Edomite race. So the future mother of the Edomite race are, therefore your daughter shall commit whoredom, which you're going to be the future mothers, and your spouses shall commit adultery, which are the mothers. So your mothers is a bunch of adulterers, and your daughters a bunch of prostitutes. Beautiful. That's how America is falling, because it says, and the land become full of wickedness. Because what's going to happen? Murder, killings, prostitution is a lot of it's a lot of drugs. All that there is in the world of prostitution, jealousy, envy, killings and stuff like murderers and stuff like that. All that there is gonna the covetousness, greed, showing off, mouthing off, pride. All that there is in the world of whoredom, right? So that's beautiful that he is a pimp, and he's contributing to that, and yet he's telling you to actually traditional women and all that type of garbage. I'm not falling for that crapaloni. Now he says a few cute things and stuff like that. I laugh and I chuckle here and there. I never look him up. I see a few things of him, and I just see the prideness in him, boasting about him, his money and all that. But it's nothing, because the Lord said that. The Lord said this about the rich man. Luke chapter 12, verse. Yes, all this here, but I don't want to read it because I don't want to have this video going on too long. But the Heavenly Father said unto him, so he was basically building up stuff and making more space because he has more things now, right? This rich man. But Yahweh said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided? Somebody else is going to take it because you're dead. Look at all the property of Michael Jackson. Where is it now? He almost had Sony under his thumb. He had all these other celebrities, their masters. He owned Eminem, he owned Elvis Presley, he owned the Beatles and all that type of stuff. Where is it now? Where is it now? He has nothing. That's the truth. So is he that layeth up treasures for himself, and is not rich toward the Heavenly Father. James chapter 2 verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, had not the Heavenly Father chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom which he had promised to them that love him? So, but ye have despised the poor. He does that. He speaks a lot of shit about poor people and stuff like that. Look, I'm not poor. Heavenly Father willing, I'm coming by, but I'm sticking up for the poor, because I have seen things in my life. I don't know. This motherfucker haven't seen shit. Not that I know. Not that I know this from listening to him. Yes, I heard him. I'm not really listening to him, like actively looking up his videos, but I heard him. Sometimes I click on his shit not with fun. I'm gonna say that, just to see what he has to say. Like I said, sometimes he says a few good things. Yeah, but still, I check out the bad things that he's saying too, which in the eyes of the fatherless idiots, it seems as if he's this great man. I don't see that. I see an evil person with money. That's what I see. Anyway, but ye despise the poor. Do not rich men oppress you? Yeah. Then you go to jail. Then they lock your bitch ass up, and then you started to show. Please, please, I want you. Please, please, please. Oh, you pee, oh, you pee, please, please don't arrest me, please. Who the fuck gets arrested like this? Who? Who does that? Who gets arrested like this? Who is in a cop car sitting like this, looking at the camera? Every possible opportunity that they get, they flash off their signs and stuff like that. You might think like, oh yeah, but he's doing it in regular pictures also. Really? Man, get the hell out of here, man. You got these guys doing it. We know about what they're doing in the elites worlds and stuff like that. And you might say that, oh, this is a coincidence, right? One Eye Club. Some, not even only celebrities. You have hundreds of thousands of these people, celebrities. You have no, that one. What? These type of things. All of these here, this is what I'm looking for. All these celebrities, all of them are closing their eye to some certain degree or something like that. They're trying to make it cool. He got his ass smoked. And this is 666. This is another one. This is 666. And the all eye seeing eye. This guy also here, Big Sean, whatever he calls himself. This guy over here, he got himself smoked. Maybe they smoked him. I don't know. Like Leith had the guy that played the Joker. Yeah, he died exactly how he made the movie, and in that movie he died like that. You know, that's very funny. Or they get the Black Eye Club. You know, the One Eye Club. Yeah, the Black Eye Club. The Black Eye Club, celebrities with a black eye. All of a sudden, it's like they fighters or some shit like that. What are they doing? They doing stuff behind the scenes, my man. They doing stuff behind the scenes. You know, the Black Eye Club. Who's punching them? Okay. Yeah. Go. What was this Prince do? What was he? Black Eye Club Prince. How can a prince have an eye like this? What the hell is that? What's going on? What's going on? If you look a little deeper, you will see that this is one of the signs that they're doing stuff. You know, popping a rectum type of thing. Well, anyway, I don't want to talk about that too much. Now, anyway, going back to over here. So these people are doing stuff. Let me see. One Eye Celebrity, Black Eye Club. Wait. Yeah, so sorry about that. Right. So going back to over, let me see here. Basically, they're doing stuff, and you might not know about that, but anyway. So now, Luke chapter 16, verse 15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men. That's exactly what he's doing too. But the heavenly Father knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of the Lord. Plus, this guy's a Muslim. He's not with the Lord. So I'm not backing him up, and neither should any Israelite upon the planet Earth. Just because he's an Israelite. What does that matter? Julio Foolio is an Israelite. Tupac is an Israelite. But if you talk to a lot of Israelite groups, they will spit on Julio Foolio because of his lifestyle. But they ain't spitting on this guy because of his lifestyle. This guy destroyed more families than Julio Foolio ever will. First and foremost, he's in contacts. He's a fucking pimp, man. You know, anyway, first John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. He's fucking proud. This guy is proud as shit. The lust of the eyes. He's lustful for the. I got like 27 cars or something like that. Boasting, pride. The lust of the flesh. Got a lot of bitches. Got a lot of women. Which you're not supposed to be doing. Not on his tip. Which is a fuck 'em and duck 'em type of mentality. If you have a lot of wives, you're supposed to keep them as wives, and you're supposed to have them as virgins. He has the money. He has the capability to actually get himself virgins and keep them at that. But then again, this is not the world for you to actually have that. Your girl is most likely not a virgin, and your girl is most likely not going to stay with you until death do her part because of the curses. Because in the book of Matthew 19 actually, it says that The world was actually not created to be like that. So it says here, Matthew 19:8. He said unto them, Be Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so. So you was not supposed to put away your wife. It was supposed to be until death do you part. But you can say now we are under the curses, so yeah, but then you can also say we are under the curses. I can go suck a dude off, right? The Lord is gonna forgive you anyway, right? Why don't you go bend over? Why don't you go marry a man that dresses up like a female? Yeah. Why don't you go do that then? The Lord's gonna forgive you anyway, right? I mean, all sins can be forgiven, right? You see? Then there comes the stupidity up in it. Just because the Lord is going to forgive you doesn't mean that now you have a license to sin. The Lord didn't give you license to sin. You know? Apocrypha 15:20. He had commanded no man to do wickedly. The Heavenly Father did that. Neither had he given any man license to sin. So just because you're under the curses doesn't mean that I can now just pop a girl here left and right and doing one night stand up on a rapping tip like that. Yeah, whatever, dude. You know. But anyway, do what thou wilt, right? Do what thou wilt. I'm just gonna say it, but if you keep on doing it, hey man, it's not my life. It's not my life. Yeah, go play that song. First John chapter 2 verse 15, and the world passeth away. And the lust of the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the lust and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. So you're gonna be dead anyway. You know what I'm saying? But he that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever. That's what I want, the immortality. And the book of John explains to you that in the last days he shall give you that eternal. In the last day he shall raise you up. Sorry. Now it says here, John chapter 6 verse 39, and this is the Father's will which had sent me, that of all which he had given me I should lose nothing, but shall raise it up again at the last day. Verse 40 now. And this is the will of him that sent me, that everyone that which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up in the last days. That's about the time that we're going to get that immortality. And here he says it again. I will raise him up in the last day. I will raise him up in the last day. Right? The great feast. Resurrection. He will raise us up in the resurrection in the last day in the physical form. Then we're going to get those angelic bodies, as it is mentioned here. 2 Corinthians 5:1. For we know that if our earthly house, which is your earthly vessel, of this tabernacle were dissolved, because when you die your body dissolves, only your bones stay behind, we have a building of the Heavenly Father, which is another body, a house not made with hands. This is not a house of earth and dirt, just like the earth, eternal in the heavens. For in this we groan earnestly, desiring to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven. So we have a body in heaven, which is a celestial body. And that body we want to have upon the planet Earth, because our earthly body is full of sin. But the heavenly body is going to be the ultimate perfection upon the planet Earth. 1 Corinthians 15:39. All flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds. So that shows you that we're not monkeys. I'm just calling him a cave monkey because that's what he is, and they call us monkeys. But I got the better racism part upon that one. But yeah, going on. He's not a man, he's a male. Right? He's not an earthling, he's a mutant. I got the same color as the earth, different shades of brown and stuff like that. And he doesn't. He has my underfoot. Right? So when I wipe my ass with a white piece of toilet paper, I use his face complexion. Also when I step on shit, I use his face complexion. So yeah, I'm still better at racism than they will ever be. Once I get that superpowers, I'm gonna manifest my rage upon the upper in the physical form. But now I ain't got no power. All I'm doing is talking. I'm only talking. I only bark. Roof, roof. Wow, wow. Right? Meow, meow. Now it says here, there are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but The glory of the celestial is one and the glory of the terrestrial is another. For example, terrestrial can eat, go do some things and stuff like that, but the celestial can fly, fight, superpower type, you know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. They can do other things. It is also mentioned in the book of Psalms 8 and stuff like that, Anyway, I don't have to go up in there. Right. So all that type of stuff. So let me wrap it up. Now it says here, Luke, I think I already read that. Micah chapter 2 verse 1. No. Micah chapter 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword of destruction. He's trying to fix America. I'm trying to let America get destroyed. And the Heavenly Father is the one that's actually spearheading it. He's gearing it up. And, wow. Need water or something. And just because he's an Israelite doesn't mean he's going to make it. Julio is an Israelite. And I'm damn sure will not see in the comment board or maybe Young and Ace or any rapper that's doing some Chirac bullshit. Because I know they're not from Chirac, but I just say the word Chirac so you know what I'm talking about. Some gang killing or some crazy killing, you know what I'm saying? Not even part of Bloods and Crips, just making your own little gang of 11 guys or something like that, going out and killing multiple people, all because of your set and your gang and all that type of shit. I bet you none of them you would go and say down in the comment, yeah, but he's Israelite though. Why? Look, I know why, but I'm not gonna even tell you. You know why, because this is more glorifying unto you, whatever. The book of Sirach 11:2. Commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance. So he might have the beauty of life. Maybe you find him handsome, but me personally, since I was a young brother man, this was my epiphany of handsomeness. Soldier Slim and C Murder. Now, the dark brown skinned man and the light brown skin, the brown skinned man. You know what I'm saying? The dark brown skinned man and the brown skinned man. Growing up, this was my epiphany of handsomeness. Now, growing up, this might have been your epiphany of handsomeness. I don't know. Most likely, I would think so. Because if you look at America's that shit, like you got the good hair, and I'm looking at that shit like, okay, that's your opinion. They find also what Halle Berry beautiful. I'm like, okay. If that's okay, cool. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. Romans chapter 9 verse 6. Just because he has a so-called beautiful life doesn't mean he doesn't need to get destroyed. That's what I'm going to. Or maybe you find him beautiful. I don't know. Romans chapter 9 verse 6. Not as though the word of Yahweh had taken none effect. For they are not all Israel which are of Israel. So just because they're Israelites doesn't mean that they are of Israel. Galatians chapter, he's going to explain it even more. Here's going to explain it even more. Galatians 6 and 16. And as many as walk according to this rule, peace be upon them, and mercy, and upon the Israel of God. So the Most High clearly has, amongst the Israelite, he clearly has the ones that he has chosen. You have the 2/3 that are created to be put to death. You have the 1/3 that is supposed to be kept alive and fed and watered with this truth. So you can keep on feeding them and watering them, right? With this truth. And then the Lord will come with that salvation, but you need to keep them in the barn. And if you teach them enough, then they will be able to go out there in the midst of the wolves, in the midst of the false doctrine, those wolves, and they will still be able to get out of it because they would have been taught the truth and they would have been fed green pasture, not GMO pasture, GMO grass, because sheep eat grass. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I feel no evil and stuff like that, and I'm in the green pasture. Well, let me get that. Was it 123? Yeah. Yahweh is Psalms 23 and 1. Yahweh is my shepherd; I shall not want. I have enough. He maketh me to lie down in green pasture. I'm in heaven. He leadeth me beside the still waters. Because a sheep in the midst of pasture, he's in heaven. Look at him.